Green was watching.
I know. Great.
Boy, it is raining, 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 raining. What's up with it, man? Somebody said Austin Powers, Austin Holloman is better looking than me. I mean, bruh, I done heard some of you trolls say that before, but I'm not the one getting on the plane going overseas, you know, because you're struggling in the U.S. My thing is, man, I can attract women. I just can't keep them. That's been my struggle. His struggle was attracting them. That was his struggle. I'm like, I don't think so. When I look at my picture and my smile and my dimples, that's something that he ain't got, man. I'm still good looking, goddammit. I'm just older now. I'm an older good looking man. You feel me what I'm saying? I'm still attracting young females too. I just ain't got my bread together so I can start dating. Just wait until I get my bread together. Everything gonna be on point. My teeth, my clothes, my car. You feel me? You know, just wait until I get shit together, bro. But some of you motherfuckers be riding Austin Holloman's dick too much, man. It's like, stop, bro. Stop with the dick riding, man. The guy already disowned the Passport Bros. And you still rocking with him? Man. You hear what I'm saying? I've been stopped watching that dude a long time ago. He boring, bro. He ain't got no life experience, bro. You feel what I'm saying? He got over there, he couldn't even keep none of them Thai women, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was embarrassing himself over there in Brazil. Okay? They ran his ass out of Brazil. And then he ran to Thailand. Couldn't keep none of them women over there, man. You know. So I don't want to hear it, man. You know. My weight has been my problem, man. I'm just now being consistent with my workouts. You know, it's just like as long as I keep my body fat percentage low, I can attract females. You know. But let me break down Austin Holloman's look. For some of you guys who can't study looks or who don't study looks at all, first of all, Austin Holloman got these big ass eyes. Kind of remind me of like an alien, bro. And then his mouth area is jacked up, his jaw area is jacked up. I got a better jaw than he do. He's built like a little kid, man. He ain't got wide shoulders. It's just like he has his genetics are all like fucked up, man. For real, he got big round alien prey eyes. That's something females don't like, bro. When you got prey eyes as a man, it is fucking over, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nothing dangerous about Austin Holloman, bro. He don't look dangerous. Matter of fact, it looked like I could take him in a fight. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
If you look at my brow and my eye area, way superior to his eyes, bro. Bruh, he don't have hunter eyes. I do. That's what saved me throughout dating, man, was the hunter eyes. My eyes and my lip area. Oh yeah, I got better lips. Oh, no homo, but the motherfucker, he ain't got a mouth area, bro. You feel me? I'm gonna get some pizza today again, man, because I'm hungry, guys. I'm sorry, but I gotta go in for some pizza again this morning. I got a hungry stomach right now. I've been fighting that shit, man. Yeah, when I was coming up, when I was his age, before I start on the topic, I'm off topic right now, but talk about Austin Holloman. When I was his age, around 26, I was slaying the cooch. You feel what I'm saying, bro? I was slaying the cooch. I had no problem at 26 attracting, you know. But he's a younger man, you know. But just because you're younger, it don't mean that you're better looking. See, it's all about genetics, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, when I'm at low percentage body fat and I'm on top of my fitness, man, they come around. They look, they stare. But when I chunk up, that's when I have problems with females. See, it's always been about my weight. Your weight can make or break you, man. You feel me? You know, it's all about that weight. As long as you keep your weight under control, you can attract. It does matter about the weight, man. For men. Because men, we can't afford to get away with being fat. Women can. But anyway, back to what I was saying about, talk about standards. You know, men with the bag can afford to have standards, man. It's just the way it is, bro. You know, and it's good to have them, man, because you don't want to be settling for just any old thing, man, in life. You know, I refuse, even when I'm broke, I'm like, I don't want to settle for nothing like that, man. You feel me? The reason why men with the bag got high standards, because that's what the video or the live is about, is because they went through a lot just so they can get that bag. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it's like me. If I came up on millions of dollars tomorrow, I would raise my standards up. I'd be like, no flat booties. Number one, you can't have a flat booty. That's not something that I'm gonna settle for anymore. I did that already. You feel me? I had females, been in relationships with females that had flat booties, and I wasn't 100% satisfied with the sex. Or just in general, I wasn't really satisfied. So what the bag gonna allow you to do is have all the standards in the world, raise them up high, because that's what women do. when the women are in a position of power, they raise them standards. So men with the bag, we raise our standards too. I ain't got the bag yet, but it's the way it is, man. Like in Starbucks, there was a chick up in there that was a butterface. Everything was good about her, even from the waist down. You know, she had a nice booty, man. Damn. I mean, she was walking in those pants. Them motherfuckers was jiggling. That booty, them cheeks was jiggling, you feel me? Because she had loose pants and stuff. But I looked at her face, I was like, damn, her face is like a four though. No, not even no butter faces, no. No. I hate when dudes do that. They go after women because just their body. But the face matters too, man. At one point you gotta kiss her. At one point you might have children with her. How your children gonna look? And you got a woman with a butter face. You know what I'm saying? Your children gonna be not be they're not gonna be beautiful children, man. What's up with it? You know, women treat men like shit nowadays. Correction, women treat men that they don't like shit, and men that they are attracted to, they treat them good. Especially on Pop the Balloon. You see some of them dudes that get up on Pop the Balloon, they in there, they sub five like a motherfucker. And these women, they talk to these dudes like they got a tail on them or something. What's up with it, Sean Breezy? For real, I'm not playing. I seen dudes that was like sub five getting up on there, bro, and they popped their balloons and they talked about these men like dogs, bro. You feel me? They talked about these men like dogs. Shad and Tyrone get treated very well, by the way. Women treat me better when I'm at a lower body fat percentage. When I'm at a high body fat percentage, bro, I don't get treated well. Okay? You know. Yeah, if you Chad and Tyrone, you top tier, they treat you with respect. You a motherfucker. Even if you're average looking and you got money, the feeling will be neutral. You know, they treat you good. Even if you average looking, you got money. So then those are the motherfuckers they respecting, man. You know, I don't know why sub five dudes go on Pop the Balloon anyway. A lot of these motherfuckers shouldn't have been on there, man. You know? Like, you know you're gonna get clowned and embarrassed, so why go on there anyway? You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, go on there if you got some looks or something, but don't go on there sub five like a motherfucker. Talk about where the women at. You sub five, man, you gonna have a hard time. Sub five without money, that's a double whammy. Like I told you, dudes who don't have money, they can't afford to be having standards. Like this society, it's like it fixed it to where like if you're broke, you can't afford to have standards. But if you have money, then you can have standards, and then you can raise them up. You feel me? You can raise them standards up. I don't know why. I'm just gonna get one slice. Just one slice, bro.
Are you holding?
I got you. Sorry.
Who's let's do
Give me one slice, man.
327.
Thank you.
Double golden. 27 cents. 27 cents.
Oh, shoot. Dude. Thank you, man. Get some cheese. Just cheese, no peppers. Thank you, man. It's okay. It's good. So when you finally come up, you get the bag, man. You can have all the standards in the world, man. You know, that's why you got to get that bag. You know, I think when you're broke, you can still have standards, but it's going to be a lot tougher if you're average looking or something like that, which most people are, bro. When most people are born into the world, they're average looking, bro. You feel what I'm saying? There's only a few there's only a certain percentage, a small percentage of people that are top tier, and there's small percentage of people that are like below average looking. You feel what I'm saying? You know. So, like when you're broke, you can still have standards, but it's just like dating's gonna be tougher for you. You know what I'm saying? That's why the bag is so important, because they allow you to have standards and bring them up high too. Like no flat booties, no shorty pants, no female under 5'5". You know what I'm saying? Well, or 5'7". Whatever standards you want. As a rich man with the bag, you could do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because you have so many options that you could afford to throw shit back. It's like fishing, bro. Like, I got plenty of fish. If I pull out a little scrawny, like, fish that I don't want, I'm gonna throw it back because I got plenty of fish. Just like the dating app, plenty of fish. But when you broke, average looking, right? You know, it'll be tougher to have standards because you're broke and average looking. You feel what I'm saying? You know, men hate men with standards. Yeah, because they don't got no control, man. It's all about power and control, bro. They can't control you. Because when women want control, bro, and they want to be the leaders and stuff. Cause then it's like they get locked out, and they don't like that. They don't want to be locked out. That's why, like, not every single woman on this earth is going to get a rich man. You know what I'm saying? Like, women would never find a what am I saying? Shit. Women, not all women gonna find a rich man. Some women will go to their graves and don't never ever see a rich man, because a rich man got standards. You know, you feel me? So if your genetic makeup ain't looking good in a rich man's eyes, you ain't gonna make the cut. I seen some of them dudes on Pop the Balloon, and they reject those women. This one guy, he looked like Jamie Foxx. He was like, see, I like my women a little bit more petite, you know. That means the nigga got options. When a motherfucker like reject a female because of her looks, or reject her because of how she look, that means the motherfucker got options, bro. And women can't take rejection, man. It gets to their soul, bro. That means they gotta face rejection. It fucks up their ego. That their pussy is not all made of gold in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It hurts them bad, man. That you got standards. They want to be the ones with the standards. You feel what I'm saying? You know. Like Tyrese, man, he's certified. But the man is rich. He can afford to have standards because of his income. That guy makes millions per year, bro. Millions. And when a man like that can make millions per year, he can have all the standards in the world. Oh no, she's too short. Oh no, she's too dark skinned, she's too light skinned. You know, high value men are very, very rare, man. I see why though, man. It takes a lot to get the bag, man. That's why once I got the bag, bro, my standards gonna go up through the fucking roof. You feel me? I'm gonna be like, hell no, you too short. I'm gonna be like, now you're too short. Now you're not good looking enough for me. You're not this, you're not that. You feel what I'm saying? That crushes their dream, man, of ever finding a rich man. Because every single woman out here, they want a rich man. It's too competitive for them. You feel what I'm saying? It's too competitive. That's why a lot of women, they just say, fuck it, I'll date a guy that works at Starbucks or something. Come about when they're young. I'll never find that rich man. It's too competitive. Like if Little Seven approached me and I had a lot of money, I would reject her based on her height. Just based on her height, I would reject her. You feel what I'm saying? I would reject all the women in Starbucks, even though I would have sex with a few of those women at Starbucks. But I would reject every single female at Starbucks if I had a bag, because I'd be like, no, you're too fat. No, your butt is way too big. I like a certain type of booty. Your booty ain't as like I like it. It ain't round like a pear. You don't got an hourglass shape. You just don't fit my description. Oh no, your face is too ugly. You know what I mean? You'll be picky like a motherfucker. That's why I say some of you guys talk about you can be dating average women. Once you get the bag, hell fucking no. The shit that you had to go through just to get rich, we're talking about loneliness. Being by yourself a lot of the times. You feel what I'm saying? You be like, hell, I didn't like work extra hours and chase this bag just so I could get an average woman, bro. Nah, I want the top tier. I want the finest ones. And that's why not every single female will find a a rich man because the rich man got standards. He raised that shit up. You know, you ain't got an hourglass shape. You just ain't beautiful to him. You know what I mean? The hourglass shape is the standard. I can't even say it right now. It's the standard beauty. I mean, you know, the woman got to have an hourglass shape. Hey, I put a lot into my dream. You feel what I'm saying? I accomplished so much. You know, I went through so much just to get the bag. And no, you got to look perfect, baby. You can't have no big flaws. Like a refrigerator butt or something. Or a female that's overweight. You know, you can't be super thick. Some men that got the bag, you feel what I'm saying? You know, they don't like super thick women because they're super thick all of a sudden turns into fat. I seen women that were thick, you feel what I'm saying? You know, I seen women that were thick. They automatically turned into a fat woman, like basically overnight, man. There was just one female that worked at I think it was back when 7-Eleven was 7-Eleven over here. It's named something else now. You know what I'm saying? But it used to be a 7-Eleven over there. Anyway, this female, she was thick in the right places, man. Then years later, I seen her fat, and I didn't like her no more. I was like, wow, that broad went from thick to fat. You see what I'm saying? So she gotta be petite, bro. You know, there can't be no signs of being overweight. Because you get with these women, long term, down the stretch, they turn into something else, man. You know? Yeah, Austin can't even get a woman in Texas. Yeah, in Texas is you're right. In Texas is the easy. It's easier to get a woman in Texas, man. When I went to Texas a while back, man, was I? Well, no, I was in Colorado. My bad. I went to Colorado, man. It was a lot easier to get a woman out there, man. It wasn't so goddamn competitive like it is in California. You know what I'm saying? Over here in the Bay Area, you're surrounded by millionaires and shit. But in Texas, it's easier to get a woman, man. You feel me? If you couldn't get a woman in Texas, man, that's why I say motherfuckers talking about Austin, he better looking than you. I'm like, okay, well, bro, I'm still attracting women over here in California where it's highly competitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not going out with them. I'm not initiating the let's go hang out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying enough. You feel me? Because I'm so focused on this money. Fuck all that. But back to what I was saying, man. High value man with the bag. They got some high ass standards because of the money that they have. Once you get used to a petite female, that's what you always gonna want. You can't go from like dating petite women that are beautiful to fat, overweight cows. You know what I'm saying? Your body not used to that. I told you, it's the way you adjust to your liking. You saying that Chad and Tyrone be fucking everything, including fatties. No, they not. You know, they got access to beautiful women. Why would they fuck a fat 6 or something like that? You know what I'm saying? I seen my Arabic Chad friend reject females. You know? Women who were average looking at best, with not enough booty on them, he reject them, bro. And Chad and Tyrone, they're high value men too because of their looks. Top tier, you know? So they can have standards, man. And like I said, women can't stand the rejection, bro. It burns their soul, bro. It burns their skin and soul. You know, because they want to be in control of everything. Like, bitch, you cannot control Chad, Tyrone, men with the bag. You can't control them. They're not up under your spell. You know, they're not under your pussy spell, you know. These are men you cannot control. You cannot lock them down. Okay? Dudes with money, they got a higher class of standards. And they got ego. Like, bruh, think about it. Like I said, you went through all that torture, chasing the bag. You went through years. You gave up dating. You gave up everything. You sacrificed so much. You sacrificed so much just so you can get a female that's way overweight. You know, basically a walking land well. Okay? You're gonna be like, hell no. Even if she's average looking, you're not used to average looking women. That's why Tyrese, he'll never be with an average woman or even a below average woman, because he's used to dating women that are above average looking. You feel what I'm saying? So he'll never go back to like regular average women or below average women because it's what he's used to. He'll complain about how these top tier females just want him just for his money. He'll complain about it, but he'll always keep on dating them. He gonna always date them, bro. You feel me? He ain't gonna let none of that shit go. He gonna be like getting online talking, man, these women, they just want me for my money. Yeah. And what do he say? It ain't nothing but a transactional relationship between me and Samantha. What's really going on? I can't find no real love. I'm getting tired of fake people. As soon as that above average woman give him a smile, he'll be like, oh, okay, honey. Let's see what's up. like, wait a minute, I thought you was looking for true love. Fuck true love. I want her. I want her with a nice big butt. And curvy too. Like a lot of motherfuckers, you know, they don't care about true love, man. They want this woman to look the way she want to look. They want this woman to look the way they want them to look. You know? Because some of the passport bros, they couldn't have standards. That's why they went overseas, man. You know? Austin Holloman, he couldn't have no standards. That's why he had to go overseas, man. You know, because they had to compete with everybody else over here. That's why they went overseas. It's too competitive. And to be honest, Austin Holloman is a 4, bro. Let's keep that a buck. He's strange looking. He has big giant eyes, man, that are like alien almost. No. No. Women like hunter eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I got. Hunter eyes. That's the only thing that really saved me throughout years, man, is my eyes and my lip area. I think if I was born with like sub 5 eyes or like a sub 5 lip area, females would never have gave me the time of day, man. Cause just those 2 features saved me. Not really my height. 5'9". To some females, I'm tall enough. But to like a lot of females, I'm not tall enough. Oh shit, I knew I dropped this. I knew it. I dropped my lotion. Went back to the same spot and it was still there. I dropped that shit yesterday. I was looking for it today, man, because my skin is getting dry and shit. But like I said, man, you get the bag, you can have high standards, man. And it feels good to have standards because you're not just settling for whatever life gives you or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to settle. You can reject a female just based on her makeup. You know? Reject her based on her height. It feels good to reject shit, bro. It doesn't feel good to be rejected all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it feels good to have power, man. The female got a flat booty, man. Nah, I don't want that. Like, when I was younger, I dated a woman with a flat butt, and I'll never do that again. Even if I'm broke, I'll never date a woman with a flat butt. And if I do, get with a woman that got a flat butt, it won't be for long term. I won't be with her long term. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it's raining right now. But like I said, man, a lot of guys gotta get that bag so you can start having high standards, man. There's a reason why I'm chasing the bag. So I won't be at the bottom of the barrel swimming around for scraps or looking around for scraps. You know, I've seen some guys that get into a relationship with a sub-5 female. There's this couple over here. When I fly sign, I see them I see them drive by every now and then. Sometimes they break me off something. You feel what I'm saying? But the female, she's a sub-5. She's a sweetheart though, man. Those are the nicest ones. Some of the sub-5 females are nice. A lot of them are evil, man. You would think because she's sub-5, she's the nicest girl in the world. Sometimes that is true. But a lot of times, no. Sub-5 stalking was not nice. You hear what I'm saying? You know, I reject sub-5 women. My standards are you gotta be at least average looking for me to even fuck with you like that. In a relationship, my ex-girlfriend, she was average looking. The girlfriend before that, she was average looking. My girlfriend Dolores, that I was with for like a year, she was average looking with a big butt. Okay, that was in my 20s. You know, yeah, with Dolores, she had a fat ass. I remember her, but whoa, man, I was hitting that, man. And I was hitting it raw too. She was on birth control. I was busting big fat nuts inside of that cooch. Anyway, you know, so yeah, get the bag, get your standards up. Women got standards, bro, and you gotta have standards too, man. It can't be like where like I'm on the end of everything, just taking in anything that walks, fucking old grannies that are 65 years old. Somebody said that in my other live stream, man, talking about, why don't you try a granny like 65? I'm like, hell fucking no. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Bruh, have you seen 65-year-old women, bro? They look like, they almost look like skeletons, bro. Because they're closer to death than you, man. It's like their skin is being ate up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, I'm good. I don't like overweight fat women, even if I'm broke. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck all that, bro. I don't like women that are super short unless they're like Lil 7 or something like that. Lil 7, she can kind of get away with being super short because she's so cute. She's around the Lil 7 without the makeup is like a 6, man. When she dolls up, she turns into Little 7. But if I was a high value man, I would reject her based on her height, like I said. Because we want tall babies out here. A high value man is the equivalent to an average woman online, bro, with all the options. Right? The more options you have, the more picky you become. You could reject a female based on her feet. She got some crooked, long, clown toes. You know. You can say, nah, I don't like her feet. I'm gonna reject that, bro. Remember Boomerang? When Eddie Murphy was out there dating, he was looking at their feet. He said, she got ugly feet. I ain't dating her long term. For real. Serious. There's some motherfuckers out there with their money together. They looking at feet. They're like, you feel me? Like, let me pull the cover up. When she take off her shoes or something, or if I sleep with her one time and I see them feet, if she got hammer time in her feet, I'm good, man. That's what Eddie Murphy said. The female got hammer time in her feet. You know? Like, nah, no female, no. My girlfriend had ugly feet, bro. I didn't really trip off that because when you're poor and you're dusty, you don't have high standards. You take whatever you can get, right? But when you're a high value man with some money, a man with the bag, standards go up because you got many options. I got many options. I can bring them standards up. Bitch, you gotta have long hair. Fuck all that bald shit. Fuck all that short shit. I'll fuck with locks. If it's weave, okay, fine. You know? But no, you can't have a bald head. Nah, I'm good with that. I'm good. Or very short hair that's close to baldness. No, I'm good. I'm good. To me, that's not sexy, man. So I bring the standards up, man, because I work so hard to get that bag. You know? And that's why many women in this world would never see a rich man. They will go to their grave before they see a rich man. But the thing is about us men is that we're the ones gonna get rich. You know, you feel what I'm saying? So we'll be able to see, you know, fine ass bitches hitting switches, you know, exotic cars, houses, because we're the provider, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not the providers. You know, you see how Certified Stalker acted toward me? When I got done with that bitch and tossed her to the side of the road, she was mad and angry. She wanted to get back at me so bad. She was throwing coffee on my car every single day. And because I rejected her ass, even though I don't have a whole lot of options that I can call up or, you feel what I'm saying? I don't have a whole lot of options. I still played with her. You know, I played with her ass like she was a motherfucking violin because she's not on my looks level. Even if I'm poor, I still not gonna settle for a sub-5 woman, bro. I'm not gonna do that. Nah, you're not gonna force me to date like women I'm not attracted to, man. I don't like that. I guess that's my prince talking inside of me, because when I was younger, I was definitely better looking. And I treated sub 5 women just like I treated sub 5 stalkers. I might hit it one time and then toss it, man. Don't let nobody see and shit. I kept it behind closed doors because I don't want nobody to be looking at me like, God damn, bro, you got the ugly female, man. What's up, Carol, bro? You know, you're like, man, this motherfucker. Nah, bro, I was showing off the women that I felt like that was good enough to show off, man. I showed off Gwen to my next door neighbor. When Gwen was watching she was the best I did looks wise anyway. But when she was watching the African class, I took her to my spot, and downstairs there were African dance classes and capoeira and stuff like that. And she was looking at the dance classes in the doorway, and my friend came walking by, and I pointed to Gwen. I was like, look at that. He was like, damn. Damn, she got a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, you feel me? Shit. You're like, God damn. So those are women I fuck with, man. Women who are 5, 6s, and 7s. I'll show them off. I'll fuck with a 5. Hey, that's good enough for me, man. I ain't like no super picky like that. But she below average looking. I treat them like I treat below average women the same way women treat below average men, bro. They just not visible to me. There's a sub 5 vulture looking bitch over there in Starbucks that hangs out every single day. I see her, but I don't really see her. She's invisible to me. To me, she is disgusting. Ooh, just the thought of being in the bed with that woman, it just gives me the heebie-jeebies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just the thought of like, ooh, even kissing her, my fucking mouth would, I'll throw up in my own mouth, bro. Just even think about it. It makes your fucking skin crawl. Cause she is so sub 5, bro. She's like a 1, and she's older. She's like 60 or something like that. Oh, she's worse than sub 5 stalker, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, sub 5 stalker was in her 40s. She was younger than her. So even if I'm broke and I'm dusty, man, I still gotta have standards, man. Even though I don't have the bag yet. That's just your way of trying to protect your children. That's that fatherly instinct. I'm trying to protect my children from the sub 5 curse, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to give birth or have sex and have babies with a sub 5 female, bro. That's not in me to do that. You know what I'm saying? She gotta be at least average looking at best. So if I'm poor, but if I got a lot of money, yeah, I'm gonna want top tier, man. You know? You feel me? But I gotta go. You guys have a good day, man. I'll see y'all later. I got a fly sign. I'm out, man. Peace.